Hi guys.
Back
We've already got some questions from people.
through Facebook, which we'll leave that on underneath the thing of our Facebook pages, so you can ask the questions.
You can become our friends on there.
Got this.
Um, for our first question, it's going to be from Sarah K. And she asks, where did you come up with the unicorn as your mascot? That's a good question. Well, both of us are obsessed with the Despicable Me movies. And every time we go to a store and we see a unicorn, we always scream, "It's so fluffy, I'm gonna die!" And we actually have our we actually just got our mascot today, actually. It's a unicorn pillow pet that lights up.
His name is Freckles Wolfer, whatever you want to call it.
It's Freckles. So that's where we got our mascot from, and you know, it's not that hard to make a unicorn. You just throw corn on a horse. There you go, unicorn. Our second question is going to be from Luke. What is your favorite movie? Well, that's kind of a hard question.
If you're talking about comedy,
Comedy, I would have to say the Despicable Me movies, Megamind, Anchorman, Dumb and Dumber.
that was a good one. Dumb and Dumber. That was funny.
I love Dumb and Dumber.
Chuck and Larry 2. Well, Chuck and Larry 2 is first. Because I'm one of them.
And horror films, probably mine. I would have to say mine's the Resident Evil movies. But that's not really a horror movie. That's more like an action zombie movie.
Yeah, I love zombie movies, and I love Zombieland. And I like White Chicks, right? And Mama.
Mama, that was a good movie.
And Insidious. 1
Yes.
and 2. And the Paranormal Activity movies. And the Fast and Furious movies. And stuff like that.
We have so many favorite movies. We can't like it's hard to pick one. Hopefully that answers your question. Our next question is from Cassandra, and she asks, "What is your favorite cartoon?" Mine is Pokemon.
Intuitive.
We both love Pokemon, Scooby-Doo, SpongeBob, American Dad, Family Guy.
Yeah.
Then she had another question, because she also said that like her favorite is Pokemon. And she asks us, "What is your favorite Pokemon?"
You get ready to get mine. Pikachu.
And I would have to say mine is Eevee. She's just so tiny and so cute. The next two questions are kind of serious. The first one is from Matthew. He asks, "Have you ever been in a relationship you didn't want to be in?" Well, Matt, I have to say I personally haven't been in a relationship I didn't want to be in. The relationships that I was in. Oh my god. It's okay. I have to say that all the relationships that I've been in,
Okay, seriously. Sorry, Matt. I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at myself. I did something that's really funny. Don't ask.
I have to say all the relationships that I've been, I've wanted to be in. But yeah.
Recent one that I got out of, yes. I'll give you guys a little hint of what happened. He was talking about becoming like the devil within and stuff like that, like in the past, and I didn't like that, so I had to end things. I'm pretty bad. And then got a guy that broke up with me because he turned out to be gay. That happened twice. And it was very awkward after I found that. I was like, that's awkward. That's a whole scary movie.
That's a movie in its own.
I want a book on its own. And then it turns into a movie. But yeah.
Our next serious question is from Ryan. What do I do if my relationship is heading to a bad place? Well, it all depends on what your relationship is doing, whether or not there's trust issues, lying, and stuff like that. You want to make sure that you own and claim to your issues that you have. In the last relationship that I just got out of, it was a 2-year relationship. The guy didn't really admit and own his issues, and wouldn't believe me that his issues were the cause of my actions. And I am upset that relationship ended. I was happy, but when he started blaming everything on me, it's just that's when it just started going downhill. So girls, don't blame everything on the guys. Guys, don't blame everything on the girls. It's a two-way street.
It's basically like a commitment thing. Like, if you guys are having problems, don't be afraid to talk to each other about it. Like, honestly, just have a deep down, sit down conversation and talk about your problems and how you feel. Because that can be used so much. Like, it can do so much for the relationship.
It can and it will, but don't be afraid to own up to your problems and your issues and your faults. Because if you don't, it's not going to end well, and both of you are going to be very miserable.
Okay, next question is from Ashley. It says, okay, her question is, are you going to answer every question you get or ignore people? We are honestly going to be answering every question from everybody. Like, if you come underneath and you have a question, we are going to put our deep down, thing about it in the video, and we will say your first name, we will not say your last name to hide your identity, we will know your question, whatever.
We feel like every question that is asked to us is important to you. That's why you asked us, no matter how ridiculous it is. We will answer them. We don't choose which question is more popular. Our next question is from Drew. How did you guys come up with the idea to start making videos?
We've actually had that idea for a while. We've been actually trying. I've actually, on one of my own pages, I had a video, it was a serious video, like all about me. But we came up with the idea when I first moved into this house. Well, we were talking about it, and then we finally came and realized, like, we're like, yesterday, we're like, oh, hey, we should definitely sit down and do this, and, see how far it takes us. Because most people, they're like, oh, well, I'm so famous because I got, whatever. Even if, we become famous and stuff, they will still talk to you. Unlike most people are like, I'm just going to be a complete butthead about it and be like, oh, well, we're going to talk to you, and, our videos are going to be, like,
we like making friends, so
we need more.
And our final question for tonight is, what drove you guys to make the videos? Well, that kind of goes along with our last question. It's something that we've always wanted to do. It's something that we'll be able to say what we want, say what our minds, and actually help people. Be looking for our next video. Hopefully we have some more questions coming in. You can go on our Facebook pages, ask them there. You can leave the comments below. Have fun. Bye.
Oh.
Oh shit.